Okay, so I'm super anxious about reading this. Those of you that know me know that I don't share my poetry often, let alone something as deep as what I'm about to read. It doesn't really have a title, and it's my first experience with spoken word poetry. So all I ask is that if you comment, be kind. You see, I've been holding myself hostage for quite some time. Days, months, years since my life has been mine. You know, it would probably sound funny under any other circumstance, but I fear somewhere along this twisting, winding path, I've developed Stockholm Syndrome for myself. She's what I know best. The only constant but ever-changing, her method of keeping me to herself. She is my bully and my protector, and I know logically, without her, my life would be better, but how do you escape yourself? How do you divide and conquer the inner beast when it's only a rendition, an extension of yourself, and just knowing that you wish to be free of it causes tension? You'd get along quite well if the world would just stop its intervention. But the world's always out there ready to pounce and tell you in 1,000,003 useless words how it's your thought process that's wrong, that it's not a mental disorder, it's something you chose. So let me now tell you how my story goes. Some mornings, I wake up and have to forcefully drag myself out of the comfort of my bed. And somehow, despite the despair, I get up, brush my teeth, take a shower, and as the water washes over me, masking the sounds, I cry because I am still alive. I cry for the innocence I once had and then lost. I cry because that me is no longer me. That me, well, she's disappeared down the rabbit hole into the abyss of my inner soul, never to be found again, because I don't have the courage to face her, even if I could possibly find a way to locate her. I don't want her to see what I have become, to learn of my daily pain and the constant struggles that are matters of life and death inside of my fucked up brain. I should feel lucky just to be alive. But all I really feel is dead inside. I can only wallow in my self-pity, screaming on the inside to be free, zeroing in on the negativity that isolates the good. I just want someone to read my story without pity or judgment or shying away from it. I just want someone to listen. I want to take back control of my life and find a way to break these chains called depression, this never-ending cycle of despair. I want to shatter this masquerade of a smile and replace it with one that's sincere. I want to conquer my fears and live each day with a joy that I don't have to fake. I want to find that lost innocent girl, but hidden away, she is protected, safe, and free. And I don't want her ever becoming me. I get so lost in the cycle of self-loathing, and no one understands. No one could possibly know that sometimes, more than I care to admit, I wake up filled to the brim with disappointment because I didn't die in the middle of the night. And even though I know these feelings aren't right, they're the only feelings that I know how to feel today. They're the constant that is real. The happiness is the charade. And my emotions are a game I never properly learned how to play. And some mornings I wake up not filled with despair, but so full of rage that every word that slips past my poison-coated lips slices, dices, and cuts mortal wounds into the flesh of those around me. My blood is boiling, My thoughts are racing. My heart is pounding. You're in danger by just being around me. By being in my vicinity, you'll be the target the monster latches onto as my words, actions, and deeds shred you. On those days, I am the epitome of a bitch. Lashing out, screaming out, crying out for anyone to realize this is not me. This monster that stands before you, who wishes you would just stop breathing until your face turns blue because the simple sound of your breath further increases the rage just by sitting there, just by being there. Your every action and reaction feeds the starving monster, but that is not me. I'm still here, trapped somewhere inside, on a never-ending, twirling, whirling, spinning, out-of-control roller coaster ride, just as scared and confused as you. And I don't know what I can possibly do to beat this inner rage, to conquer the fury and fire and brimstone that has settled in and pollutes my heart. I don't know how to keep myself away from the dark part of me that I pray you'll never have to see again, but I know that the rage will return just like a long-lost friend. This monster, this fierce adversary, takes my breath away. And I can't breathe or think or focus on anything except how angry I am at you and everything else in the world. It sounds like a bad cliche. Just one of those things people sometimes say. It's not you, it's me. But it's the only pitiful excuse I can offer for this unwarranted insanity. And I beg you to hear my silent plea and calmly wait for the monster of rage that has taken over me to take its leave. And some mornings, I wake up and I stretch out and relax just a little bit, relieved that my brain has finally decided to make a switch. Today I am happy, and today I am me. In this quiet moment with all the dogs still asleep, I am filled with such joy. I can live and face this day and overcome every seemingly impossible obstacle that comes my way. Today I will laugh sincerely and be socially at ease. Today is a rare day without scattered thoughts of negativity. Today I can just be me, and that is enough. I will smile at each person I encounter and spend time with my friends and enjoy being out and about and away from my house. I will sing loudly. I will draw passionately. I will write of positive things and dream big and hope that this feeling never comes to an end. Today, everything feels right. I have abundant energy to spend on living my life. But even so, I have to be careful and always on my guard because of a chemical imbalance in my brain that just has to make everything hard. Looming in the background, a diagnosis of bipolar, something that I'll never just get over. So apparently it's also a problem if I'm too happy. When I reach levels of extreme ecstasy, my happiness is not actually to be believed or even trusted. Even though I feel okay, I'm actually still not okay. Because eventually, I will crash, shatter, and self-destruct. And everything will come full circle again. This cycle without an end. I can only hope to manage it and learn how to bend, not break. And take things one day at a time. And each morning prepare myself for the me that the world would get to see. And honestly, in closing, that's only one drop of rain in an ocean of emotion. And I am just learning how to swim. We haven't even touched base yet. With the panic, the manic, the paranoia, and the medications for my disorder, the disassociation, let alone a history of self-mutilation, but those are stories yet to be put into words. And now I will smile and take a bow Until the next time I decide to take my feelings and poetically say them aloud. Thank you.